This is something that people have been talking about. If you've been in the area in recent days, you may have smelled the smell. I'm here, I can confirm it does smell. It's not pleasant. So let's find out what's been going on. Good afternoon to Emil Hermida, who's the Chief Executive Officer at Technical Services. So what is going on? Has the rain in recent days, weeks even, contributed to this problem?
Unfortunately, it has. We've had about a year's worth of rainfall in a 2-week period. The sewer is a combined sewer, which means it picks up the surface water plus the sewage. And when we have so much rainfall in such a short period of time, it surcharges the sewer, means it pressurizes it, and any defects in the sewer, because it's 120 years old, essentially there's a few leaks and this gets into the groundwater. And unfortunately here, because the sewer is so close to the wall, it manifests through the wall.
And we can see behind us that it is visibly leaking. Are there people working on this problem as we speak?
We are working actively on this problem. It all stems from the heavy rainfall, and at the moment the sewer is full, so it's very difficult for us to actually get into the sewer to do works. We are concentrating our efforts downstream towards Backenshoulder, towards Trafalgar, where there are blockages, and by removing those blockages we get the level in the sewer to also come down, and that helps with this problem of pressurising the old sewer.
And would it be fair to say that this has been an ongoing problem throughout the winter?
It has been. Every time it rains, we have problems in this particular area. We've done some works, but they haven't been as successful as we hoped. Again, we have a lot of developments going on. The sewer is 120 years old. It's getting to the point that the sewer is almost reaching its capacity. We have plans for diverting part of the sewer, and those works are starting very shortly. And when that all happens, I think we'll see a massive improvement in the area.
We've got children playing here. Just a few minutes ago I saw 3 boys crossing the barrier to retrieve their ball. Is it safe? Is the area being cleaned?
The area's been disinfected. I've actually asked them to disinfect again today. We'll have regular disinfection. We're going to put additional signs up to warn people not to go in. It is unfortunately rainwater mixed with sewage, so it's not pleasant and it's not very healthy, so they should try and keep away if they can.
So tests have been carried out to determine what exactly is seeping from the wall?
Yeah, it's sewage. It is sewage. You can smell it, you can see it. It's unpleasant. So yeah, people should use a little bit of common sense and try and keep away if they can.
And the sewage works behind John Macall, are they progressing smoothly?
The works behind Macall, we lined a section of the sewer, which we put a resin liner in the sewer to give it strength. That's already been completed, and now we're working on cleaning up rubble that's caught, rubble and rags and debris within the sewer. In fact, as part of those works, we removed 100 tons of material from inside the sewer, which shouldn't be there, and a lot of it is wipes.
Mira, Carlos, cómo está el camión. Entero, Guillo.
So I really must urge the public not to flush anything down the toilets that they shouldn't, because this causes, it's part of the problem, because if we have blockages, it all backs up, and then these issues happen, and people have to get in there to clean it up, and obviously people complain that it smells and it's unsightly. So I just urge people to use a bit of common sense and just only flush what they need to flush down the toilet, please.
Do you think that other works will be necessary? Will other areas need to be dug up, for example?
We are going to progress in this area. We're going to have to dig up. There's an overflow in the area where we are now that's in very bad condition. So we need to get in there and repair that. There's some drains that come from Secretary's Lane, which we've also found are damaged, so we're going to be fixing those. The manholes to the main sewer are in a very bad condition, so we're going to be repairing those. So I think that for the next 5-6 months we're going to be actively working in this area, and it may mean that at some point there'll be some road closures in order to allow us to do these works. So I apologise to the public in advance.
Thank you very much, Emil Hermida, Chief Executive Officer at Technical Services.
Thank you very much.
So some challenging work ahead there for Technical Services and their contractors, and we've heard that you can do your bit to help if you use wipes. Don't flush them down the toilet, throw them in the bin.